Hey guys, welcome back. This is so in this video, it's not a usual unboxing or you know, it's a different video. I just thought, okay, I'll make a video about some of my favorite YouTubers and fragrances that I associate with them for some reason. It could be because of their personality or some fragrance that I bought because of them. I actually wanted to create a video where if you've seen those videos by Seinfeld, this guy, what this guy, Jerry Seinfeld, right? So comedians in cars having coffee. So he has a huge collection of cars, and then he associates a car with a certain celebrity, and then he kind of describes the similarities between the car and the personality. I mean, he kind of assigns a car for that for the celebrity personality. I actually wanted to create a video about something like that, like fragrance YouTubers personalities, and then fragrances that I associate, like, or fragrances that behave or that suit their personality. But my fragrance collection is not that huge, so it is going to, I'll probably do it in maybe in a couple of years. And in the meantime, I guess my knowledge about fragrances will also grow, and my nose would develop a bit more. So for now, I'm not doing that. I'm just like I just like I'll just show you some, like, these are some of my, like, I watch a lot of YouTube fragrance reviews, not just these people. I'm planning to do this like maybe part one, part two, part three, or whatever. So the first part is I'm going to discuss about these YouTubers that I've been like watching a lot lately. I watch a lot of AC. So this man here. Um, so let's start with him. So this man is like, I think he's underrated. He's got around like 15K subscribers or so, but the knowledge that this man has is like huge. He's like an encyclopedia of fragrances. Like, he has that much kind of that much amount of knowledge, and the fragrance that I associate with him is Sultan Vetiver. So this one, so I watched his review of Sultan Vetiver, and this is like one of my I tested this at a city perfume here in Sydney, and it's a very earthy green vetiver fragrance, and it's yeah, it's like it smells like petrichor. Is the mud, the wet mud after the first rain. So that's exactly how it smells like to my nose. And this man is AC is one of the main reasons that I went and bought this. And there, you should watch his review of Sultan Vetiver. Like, I mean, it's amazing. If you are into vetivers and you watch that video, there's no way that you won't buy this. This is such a beautiful fragrance, and he's like, I respect him a lot for his knowledge, and I always watch his videos. I eagerly, wait for his videos. In fact, like, whenever he doesn't do these top 10, all those kinds of videos. He's not into that. He just gives you an in-depth review about about fragrances, and yeah, that's all he does. And I guess he's underrated. AC. I don't know if he's going to be watching this. I'm not sure if any of these YouTubers are going to be watching this, but I'm just doing this just for myself because I like these guys, and they have made me buy some fragrances. So yeah, thanks a lot to them. And next is I don't know his name. Fragrance Room, I guess. Fragrance Room is his channel, I guess. He's a Swedish YouTuber, and I've been watching a lot of his videos recently, and he does a lot of reaction videos with like really attractive girls, like the Swedish girls, and excuse me. So, but there's not many people who do that many reaction videos, like top 10. Like, he almost like It's like it's because I've seen YouTubers say it's like really difficult to get people to react, you know. But this man is like continuously putting out videos about like girls reacting to different date fragrances, fresh fragrances, blue fragrances, and whatnot. It's amazing. It's interesting. His videos like never disappoint, and I associate this fragrance for some, I don't know, for whatever reason I associate this fragrance to him. Maybe because of his personality, I guess. He's like he's always dressed really nice, very elegant style. He's never, not even a single video is never not dressed well. He's, and he has even the way the kind of the way he dresses is like a French guy. He's very elegant and very. It doesn't like, it doesn't look like he spent a lot of time. It's just like casual chic or whatever they call it, right? Just pretty much like this fragrance. This fragrance, it doesn't try too much. It's just vetiver orange and vetiver, I guess, but it never disappoints. This is such a beautiful, elegant fragrance, in my opinion. And yeah, that's what this is what I associate with this man. I don't know his name. I apologize for that. And let's move on to the next. I think Michaela. So curly fragrance. I watch a lot of her videos as well, and I started watching her videos when I was searching for Montal or Mancera fragrance. She has one video where she discusses all of her Montal fragrances, and I don't like, I'm not yet chosen a single fragrance for her. She just reminds me, like whenever I spray, like, because I spray a lot, like I do at least 10-15 sprays like myself, so like I guess I'm part of the oversprayer gang or whatever. So whenever I spray the fragrances, like it kind of reminds me of her, because she has this funny video where she discusses on how to overspray fragrances. Like it's like a really funny video, and her videos are like, and Miss Fresh, and like it's a nice entertaining channel. So there's not a single fragrance that I associate with her. In general, I like Montal fragrances remind me of her, and then in general when I spray fragrance, when I overspray fragrances, it reminds me of her. And the next one is Mark, Mr. Mark. He's an Aussie, Australian YouTuber. He's a very funny guy, and yeah, I think he's underrated as well. And this is the fragrance that I associate with him, because it kind of suits his personality as well. He looks like well built, and but I think like he's such a sweet personality, and this is something like that. It has this you know, macho kind of a feel about it because of the leather and vetiver and whatnot, but it's a sweet fragrance too. And it is also one of his favorite leather fragrances, if I'm not wrong. And I believe, and that is, I guess, one of the reasons I bought this as well. One of the reasons I tried this at the chemist warehouse, and then I fell in love with it. This is such a beautiful fragrance, underrated, just like Mark from Aussie Fragrance. And the next one is like the universal favorite of all of the fragrance YouTubers, I guess, Cubano, and such a style and panache, and such an icon. So the fragrance that reminds me of him is this fragrance called Tuxedo by Dior. Because I watched one of his videos where he gets like, he starts ranting about how he was so disappointed with the fragrance Tuxedo being discontinued, and then he wrote them a letter, and then they wrote him back YSL, instead of tuxedo, and it's a really funny video to watch. He gets pissed off. The audacity, audacity. So, tuxedo is a fragrance that reminds me of him. I don't have tuxedo, and the reason that I bought this fragrance, mustache, is one of the reasons why I bought this fragrance. It smells like tuxedo because of that hype, and yeah, I like this fragrance. Mustache by Rojas. And who else? Jeremy. Jeremy. We all, like, I hope I'm not wrong. All most I don't know. At least the new YouTubers. I just started collecting fragrances just last year. Started off with Jeremy fragrance because he's the most popular fragrance YouTuber, unquestionably. And this fragrance reminds me of him, and this is also, it's also one of the reasons that I wanted to test it, because not so much right now, but about a year back he used to talk a lot about this fragrance. Tobacco wood used to be one of his favorite fragrances. He even goes to Mr. Tom Ford and then tells him that this is my most disliked fragrance, but I like how you're so unapologetic and all that stuff, blah 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 blah. And this is a badass fragrance. Doesn't suit my personality at all. In fact, I don't even think I'll ever wear this anytime in the future, because I can't think of any occasion where I can wear this. But I heard it got discontinued, so I had to buy this. It's a beautiful fragrance. The Super Macho Tobacco Oud, and it reminds me of the none other than Jeremy fragrance. And finally, again another Aussie YouTuber, Demi Rawling. She's a second the YouTuber that I started watching after Jeremy fragrance, I guess, because these guys have a lot of subscribers. Jeremy has almost about 2 million subscribers at this point, and Demi Rawling, she's not that, she doesn't have that many, maybe half a million, or I'm not sure, but like I think she has the second most number of subscribers, if I'm not wrong. And this fragrance, Perfumes de Mali Layton, reminds me of her, because a year ago almost every other YouTuber used to rate this fragrance as #1 niche fragrance for whatever reason. But I tried this at the mall here, David Jones here in CBD, Sydney CBD. I found it to be a bit too sweet for my taste. I still bought this thinking that I would like eventually like it. I don't know, probably because of the hype that all the YouTubers were giving it, but it's not my favorite actually. I liked Herod much better than this, even when I tested it. This is a tester bottle. This is not like I didn't buy this retail. It's a tester bottle because it costs much less. I almost bought Herod, but I tried it and then it didn't even last for a couple of hours on my skin, so I didn't buy it. There's the other fragrance that I really liked. It's called Ojan by Perfumes de Mali, but that was a bit too sweet as well. But it's like a very what do you call, very oriental. It's like probably the most deep fragrance that I've smelled by Perfumes de Mali. But at that point I was just getting into fragrances, so I'm not sure if I would still like it, because I've gotten a bit bored of sweet fragrances at this point. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever buy Ojan in the future either. But I'm not disappointed with Layton. but I don't think I'll be using this that often. It's like I think it's just hyped a bit too much, and I would have liked Hera to perform a bit better. I would have definitely bought that because I'm a fan of tobacco fragrances. I still like tobacco vanilla. I have the body spray of that because the fragrance is a bit too expensive. Not that I don't have that expensive fragrances, but for some reason I chose to buy tobacco oud and not tobacco vanilla. Mm, yeah, so thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you think about these YouTubers. Yeah, bye bye.